Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Things You Don't Learn in School. Today, we are exposing a subject many men suffer silently under: how a woman manipulates a man. How a woman manipulates a man. We're going to be real, we're going to keep it raw, unfiltered, and we're going to look at the Bible to see how men before us fell into some of these traps. And because the truth is, when a man gives up his God given strength, manipulation rushes in. So, part one, we're going to look at the tactics that women use in manipulating men. Number one, uh, sex and affection as leverage. A manipulative woman turns intimacy into a bargaining chip. Do this, and maybe I'll reward you. Biblical example, we look at Delilah with Samson in Judges chapter 16. She pressured him daily, using love and intimacy as bait until Samson gave away his secret. Number two, emotional blackmail. Tears, tantrums, or if you loved me, you would have done this and this for me. So this turns a man's heart into a puppet. In the Bible, we see Adam falling for this in Genesis chapter 3. And he says, instead of Adam standing firm, he shifted blame to Eve and thus gave away responsibility. Number three, jealousy games. Comparing him to other men, bringing up excess, or flirting to stir insecurity. Comparison may not be even with other men, let's say men who are maybe handsome and well off. It could even be the father. She's trying to make you perform like the father. The modern truth is this makes him incomplete and causes the man to compete for her validation, for his woman's validation, instead of walking in his God-given identity. So you begin to question, you'll question your identity, you'll question your voice of God, you'll question your abilities and the capacities that God has given you as a man to lead. Number four, we see silent treatment and withholding. You'll see that she shuts down, ignores, or punishes you until you break. So you begin to get silent treatment. And one thing that silent treatment tends to do is that it puts you in a place where you begin to question yourself. Like, have I offended them? Have I done this? Have I not done the other? I've not done the other. So you begin to go to a spiral way where you begin to go down, and you begin to also get into a place whereby every move that you make, you'll be questioning it. And not questioning it from a place of looking forward to improve it, but from a place of insufficiency. Am I not enough? Am I not able to do this? I don't believe in myself that I can be able to do this and the other. So this shows itself in a way that you can meet a man who is always reactive and not decisive. And I know it's very easy to spot this in married couples. You can be able to tell a man who has already fitted in a woman's frame. He's normally not confident, very cowardice, and very agreeable. Agreeable to almost everything. Such a man has lost direction, and he has lost his stature. Number six, gaslighting. This is very common nowadays. And you'll hear her say this: you're overreacting, you're crazy. A real man wouldn't think like that. And the effect is, the man starts doubting his judgment and loses his voice. Number seven, playing the victim. Every fight ends with her being the one who's hurt and him scrambling to fix it. And this is normally common. Anytime you see you've communicated something to a lady and she does not separate that issue from herself, she takes the issue and makes it part of herself. Like, let's say, for instance, you said that I find you not, your actions are not, how can I say, that your actions are not extending or showing respect to me. She begins to say that. So you say that I'm never disrespectful. So you say I'm always like this. So you say I'm always the other. No, I've not said that you are like that. I've just said your actions are not like this. So please reflect on them and improve that. So this turns the man into a zombie in a way, because he loses his judgment and he loses his stature and his way of thinking. So every time, before you say something, even if you see something wrong, you will just keep quiet and ask yourself, like, if I say this, how will she take it? And most of the time, what happens is that you find a lady takes what you have said and uses it against you. So the biblical example is King Ahab and Jezebel in 1 Kings 21. Ahab sulked over Naboth's vineyard, and Jezebel used victimhood and manipulation to seize what wasn't theirs. You can refer to 1 Kings chapter 21 and listen to and read the full passage. Part 2, the signs that show that a man is under a woman's control. Number 1, such a man who is under a woman's control is constantly apologizing, even when innocent. His decisions depend on her mood, not his convictions. Because a man, by the way, you're supposed to lead with conviction. Anytime as a man, you need to know where to find inspiration and conviction. Always remember Job chapter 32, verse 8. For there's a spirit in man in whom the breath of the Most High breathes inspiration. Brings inspiration. He always walks on eggshells, fearful of conflict. If you ever find yourself as a man in a position whereby even walking into your own house, you're overcautious and you're overcautious, always fearful. Even the way you sit on the seat, you used to sit maybe uprightly in a stature. And nowadays, you go to the corner of the sofa and you just want to sit somewhere by yourself. Trust you me, your wife has won over you. You've already lost yourself. Another thing is that the man loses his voice. Friends notice he's more quieter and the woman is so louder. One of the key indicators of a man who has lost his frame is anytime you go to engage him when the wife is around, you find the wife always jumps in to finish the sentences. And as a man, before you even get married, or if you're dating such a woman with such kind of personality, and most of the time you find they have very sharp tongue, they tend to use very sharp words to try and bring masculinity down. Run for the hills. Just say no right now and just cancel the engagement or just break the relationship and go, because things won't get better. You will become the wife that you're looking for. Another thing is that you see this kind of a man fears losing the wife more than losing himself. You fear losing the wife more than losing yourself. That means you've forgotten about yourself completely and it has become about your woman. So the bottom line is he's no longer a leader, but he's a follower in his own life. Imagine, you're no longer a leader, but a follower in your own life. And let me tell you, you don't want to be in such a position, because even you'll be put in a place whereby either you reclaim your frame and your marriage or relationship breaks, or you become the submissive husband and you'll have peace of mind. And submissive husbands are never respected. Get it from me. So let's look at part 3. Why does this manipulation work? Men allow manipulation because they crave comfort and peace more than truth. Peace at any cost isn't peace, it's slavery. The Bible shows us this. Samson lost his strength, Solomon lost his wisdom, and Ahab lost his kingdom. All because they feared losing a woman more than they feared losing God. The final part, which is part 4, is to give us the strategy as a man. How do you break away from the manipulation of a woman? Number 1, stand in truth. Ephesians chapter 6 says that after everything, stand firm with the belt of truth. Call manipulation for what it is. Set boundaries. Remember, Jesus withdrew from crowds that tried to control him. You are allowed to walk away from toxic control. Another thing is fear God, not her. Proverbs 29:25 says, "The fear of man lays us near, but whoever trusts in the Lord is safe." If you fear her anger more than God's wrath, you're already trapped. And the final thing is be willing to walk away. Joseph didn't negotiate with Potiphar's wife. He ran. You can refer this in Genesis chapter 39. Sometimes the godliest thing you can do is flee for the purpose of not losing yourself. Remember this, gentleman. If you die, she will replace you. If you die without fulfilling your purpose, there is God in heaven that you'll need to face and explain why. Anytime in any relationship that you're in, make it clear from the word go and tell the woman, you will never come in between you'll never come in between my God and my purpose. And number 2, inform her that you are either a helper or you are not. But I will not allow you to be at the center of my life. So men, listen. A manipulative woman has no power unless you hand it over to her. God did not design you to live on eggshells. He designed you to live and to stand tall. Samson lost his eyes, Solomon lost his wisdom, and Ahab lost his kingdom because they surrendered their strength. Don't repeat their mistakes. Reclaim your voice. Fear God than you fear losing her. And remember, love is not manipulation. If you want to see the true qualities of love, study 1 Corinthians 13. If you don't see that in your relationship, then your relationship is as good as dead. It lacks godliness or godly element in it. These are things you don't learn in school. Subscribe, share with a brother who needs to hear this, and let's walk together in truth and in strength. Have a good day.